Ladies, it is roster era. Do you know what that means? It means hot girl summer is upon us, and we all need to round up our rosters and get our troops in order. With that said, here are my rules for a summer roster. First of all, you need to have one easy target, one guy that you know no matter what, like they are down and they will be there. Then you have to have a reach. It's kind of like a reach school when you're applying to colleges. This guy is someone that you're like not sure that you can get, but like you are aiming for them and you're hoping that you can make it happen. It's good to like aspire to something, you know? Then you always have to throw a couple randoms in the mix. Like everyone needs a guy that you just like met on a dating app and you can just like go meet up with for a date or like for a drink, or even that you can like randomly Snapchat when you're bored. Then you have to have someone really out of character for you, meaning whoever you typically go for, this one guy on your roster needs to be the complete opposite. It's always fun to just like add a little bit of spice. Lastly, don't text them sober unless they text you first, and you can always snap them drunk, but don't double snap them. Good luck and let the games begin.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor The Fiend back again with another response video. And guys, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe on your way in, and don't forget to subscribe to our newest member of Fiend Gang, Detective Warg. His channel will be linked in the video description. But without further ado, let's jump into the rest of today's video.
Ladies, it is roster era. Do you know what that means? It means hot girl summer is upon us, and we all need to round up our rosters and get our troops in order. With that,
That's just marriage material right there, isn't it, guys? Can't you just wait to come along and to commit to this woman who's sitting here talking about having a summer roster of men? It's like women are just purposely going out here in the year 2022, and it's like they're purposely sabotaging their own relationships because any guy who wants to take them seriously is not going to want to hear this crap. Is just not going to want to deal with it. And unfortunately, guys, in the year 2022, girls will often lie, and they do have a lot of dudes on the side that they're talking to, whether it be through Instagram or Tinder and stuff like that.
said, here are my rules for a summer roster. First of all, you need to have one easy target, one guy that you know no matter what, like they are down and they will be there.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that this woman chose to use the word target as a man that she's having some fun with? Like, does that not seem somewhat predatory to you guys? Let's read what she's got here, okay? She's got rules for an easy summer, one easy target, one reach, a couple randoms. Can you imagine, right? You're this woman's son, and you come across this TikTok when you're grown up to like 10 years of age, 12, 15, 17. You see this sort of stuff and this behavior that your mother's been doing. Like, what on earth has society come to?
Then you have to have a reach. It's kind of like a reach school when you're applying to colleges. This guy is someone that you're like not sure that you can get, but like you are aiming for them and you're hoping that you can make it happen.
Is this like the women version of aiming, where you just post an Instagram story and you hope that he replies to you, and if he doesn't, you consider it that your shot has been shot, so to speak? Like, girls will be like, oh yeah, I make a move, you know, I'm out there trying to get this guy. But what they're really doing is they're sitting there doing nothing, waiting for him to make the move, or at best they'll just sit there and say hey to the guy as if they're doing anything.
It's good to like aspire to something, you know? Then you always have to throw a couple randoms in the mix. Like everyone needs a guy that you just like met on a dating app and you can just like go meet up with for a date or like for a drink, or even that you can like randomly Snapchat when you're bored.
Oh yeah, of course, right? Of course. And keep in mind, by the way, that dudes see this crap and they come along and they think, you know what? Why on earth would you take this woman out on a date? She literally has a dude here that she has one dude here, another dude here, another couple here. And what are you going to be? You're going to come along and be like dude number 5 in her little rotation that she sees, which, by the way, guys, like, I don't understand how people have rotations like this and then have functioning lives. Like, how are you supposed to get stuff done during the day if you're seeing 5 people at once?
Then you have to have someone really out of character for you, meaning whoever you typically go for, this one guy on your roster needs to be the complete opposite. It's always fun to just like add a little bit of spice. Lastly, don't text them sober unless they text you first, and you can always snap them drunk, but don't double snap them.
Oh yes, of course, right? Because we have to put some boundaries on the 304 behavior. We don't want to go too wild with it, right? So let's read this one more time. She's got one easy target, one reach, a couple of randoms, someone super out of character for you, only text, and then she's got two rules here. She hasn't even bothered to separate these things. Only text them when they text you first if you are sober. Snap first if intoxicated, but don't double snap. So this has to be one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen, man. And like I said, this content is just absolutely totally fine on TikTok, by the way. A lot of the women in the comments, like, they'll laugh and they'll giggle about it as if it's some sort of joke. Guys, let me tell you something right now. This kind of content, even if the girl in the particular video is being satirical, the behavior that's in the video, a lot of them in 2022 do. Like, a lot of women have rosters of men, you know, they have Snapchat for a reason, they have Instagram for a reason, and they don't want to give up these things because that's where their options are. They know that the men are there. They know that the dudes who are trying to get with them are all there, so she can just open it up, and whenever she feels like it, just go for a sneaky link with some random dude. Literally, random men.
Good luck and let the games begin. I am genuinely confused about why this is so difficult to understand, so let's use a height preference as an example. There's a difference between me saying that I'm attracted to men that are over 6 feet tall and me saying that short men are disgusting.
Literally didn't ask, but continue.
One is uplifting to those that I find attractive, and one is degrading to those that I don't. But let's take it a step further, because I also wouldn't tell the short man that I find him unattractive. Because if I already know that I don't want to date that man, then my preferences are none of his business, and how he feels about himself is none of mine. But more importantly,
I'm just sitting here, guys, like, and I'm genuinely trying not to fall asleep because I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've covered this woman a few times on the channel, guys, and what she does is she sits there and she scripts her videos and she talks nonsense about things that people don't care about. And literally in the recent video that we covered, she was just crapping on men when men brought up legitimate concerns about their relationships. Fantastic.
I understand that my opinion is only my own. So I don't go to my friends and try to make them feel bad for having short husbands, and I don't start a campaign to make short men feel worthless.
Why are you saying it as though, you know, you're very careful with your opinion and you don't try and invalidate people's feelings when that's literally all you do on your profile? Like, I don't understand how that works. So this woman is trying to make the argument that she doesn't force her opinions on other people. Like, and she doesn't, you know, her opinions, her own business, whatever, but she spends all of her TikTok account talking about how men should do this, men should do that, where are all the good husbands, etc., etc.
The point is that there's nothing wrong with short men just because I'm not attracted to them. But some of you cannot seem to grasp that your opinion does not determine someone's value. Listen, it's one thing to know what you find beautiful, but it's another to make someone feel ugly.
Let me just go back and comment on this real quick, by the way. Opinions actually, to some extent, do formulate the value of a certain thing. So, for example, right, if I make a product and I put it out into the market, let's just say all of the girls are going out here and they can't find husbands, right? They might all think that they're boss babes, they might all think that they're queens, but if the men don't want you, the men don't want you. You see what I'm saying? So you can say, oh, I'm a queen, I have value when you're 35 and you're a single mother with 2 kids, but you really don't, because the men don't want you. They don't want you to be wives, they're not interested in girlfriends, and that's the end of that.
Oh, dating these days is so lame. Like, I was on a dating app and this guy's profile was like 6 tattoos and counting. And then it's like a picture like this, you know, because his fucking 6 tattoos are on one arm.
Why is this woman saying this as if, like, let me pull this up so you guys can see what she looks like here. Why is this woman complaining about a man talking about his tattoos when she is literally covered in them? I don't understand.
6 tattoos. And then somebody else was like, oh, I have my own apartment. Cool. You're supposed to. You're an adult. That's like the bare minimum. Do you have a job too? Have you gone to war? Can you kill a gator? Huh?
These people are just genuinely so unhinged. It's like, just chill. He put it in his bio because he has tattoos. I'm sure we could look at your Tinder bio, your Hinge bio, whatever the hell, and make fun of that too. Like, again, guys, it's like almost as if in the year 2022, guys just can't say anything without getting insulted. Have you guys seen that trend going around where girls will say, oh, name some things that give you the ick? And then it's like the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, I saw one the other day where women were like, one woman in particular on TikTok was like, oh, I get the ick if a man takes too long to find a parking space. Like, that's just downright ridiculous, man. Just take it for what it is. The guy has tattoos. He wants to talk about his apartment. It's whatever.
Being a good woman has literally gotten me nowhere, but I don't have it in me to go be in the streets. So if you need me, I'll be at work or sleeping or at the gym. If you like me and you think you want to date me, please leave me alone. I don't feel like crying anymore.
The quality of men in Charlotte, it's bad. It's really bad. The quality of men in America, also really bad.
Riddle me this. How is it that there are millions and millions of men available to you, and you can't seem to find a single one who wants to take you seriously, or you can't seem to find a single one that is actually good for you, right? They all go out here, guys, and they make their decisions, and then they complain about their decisions as if they're the victim. Like, oh, you know, guys, I just slipped over and I fell into the bedroom of 5 different guys who don't want to commit to me. What's that? No, I didn't try and secure the commitment up front. Why? Because I liked him and I thought we had a special connection. Guys, like, if you look back throughout history, okay, none of this stuff used to be here. Like, it's literally not normal for people to go out here to have casual bedroom fun and then, you know, the girl try and formulate or try and sucker the relationship out of the man afterwards. But they want to go out there, they want to have their fun, and then maybe be like, oh, well, hopefully he'll commit to me, hopefully he'll actually take care of me. But they never do, because the guys are not interested in the relationships, at least the ones that these women are choosing.
I've got to be fucking stupid at this point. I haven't dated seriously in a year. A fucking year. What?
Yeah, but what were you doing during the rest of the time, right? I haven't dated seriously in a year. That doesn't mean that you weren't seeing dudes. Man.
Oh, a guy that I was actually kind of excited about asked me to go see a movie with him tonight. I spent fucking days planning out perfect outfit.
Let me guess, he
I
canceled.
literally woke up extra early to make sure my makeup looked perfect.
And he canceled?
And I got stood up.
Yeah, so the reason for this, by the way, is because the dude probably has other options, first of all. Second of all, he doesn't want to invest his time in somebody who spends a year casually dating. Guys, do you know how many bodies are involved in a year? Do you know how many, like, mini connections and mini heartbreaks are involved in a year for these women? They'll go out and get into the bedroom of like 50 different dudes during that year, and then they want to turn around at the end of the year and go, oh, well, this guy, he wants to take me a little bit seriously. He wants to take me to the movies. Oh, he canceled? I feel so stupid. It's almost like that guy can look at your life and go, wow, the last year she's been doing nothing but getting with random dudes. This is probably not a good investment.
And I was so nervous for this date.
Damn, man.
Dude, fuck this. Fuck dating.
Yeah, it's so difficult, right? What are we on now? So a year plus of dating and still no man. And guys, like, I think this woman has lip fillers, but she's not an ugly woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these girls who are complaining about dating, yeah, there are some ones that are not very attractive, right? But for the most part, they're not terrible looking individuals. It's just the attitude and the fact that they go around acting like 304s that puts a lot of men off of them. And also, they're not even choosing the correct men. Like, they could literally solve... That's the funniest part about this whole situation, guys, is like, they can literally solve all of their problems, but they choose not to. It's amazing.
Fuck it.
Hi, I'm calling to quit. Can you tell me who I need to talk to? Yeah, I just want to quit it all. I want to quit everything. Yeah, I just don't want to do any of this anymore. So whoever I need to talk to just make
Empowered.
it stop, please connect with me.
Yeah, so empowered, so strong. But hey, maybe you can ask a dude and he'll solve your problems for you. Yo guys, it's Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's episode. Before you go, remember to subscribe to our other Fiend Gang members. Their channels will be linked in the video description. Our newest member is Detective Warg, so make sure that you go and show him some love. He's putting out daily content for you guys. Also, one of the characters I use and also a lot of our thumbnail artwork is done by an artist called The Gecko Ninja. He's absolutely fantastic, and his socials are going to be linked in the video description as well if you want to commission him for some amazing art. Otherwise, take it easy, gents, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.